In this video you will see me playing against the ghost, and I will also analyze and comment what I'm doing at the table. Some of you requested the video where I'm playing against the ghost to be uploaded in English as well. So I did this video maybe 2.5 years ago, so it's a little old, but it's still a great video. At that time it was one of my most successful videos when I was doing all my videos in German. Nowadays I'm doing my videos in English. At least I'm trying to do it in English. So yeah, I'm trying to comment the whole thing in English, and I would say just let's begin. So let me explain real quick what a race against the ghost is. Imagine you break a rack of 9 ball. So after the break you have ball in hand and you can start your run. It doesn't matter if a ball drops or a ball doesn't drop, as long as you don't scratch, you have ball in hand, and the goal is just to run the table out. If you run out, you get 1 point. If you fail to run out, the ghost gets 1 point. Whoever gets to 7 points first wins the match. So yeah, you gotta play real solid, have a real solid game, because you're playing like, I would say, a perfect opponent. So whenever you make one mistake, your opponent will run the table out and you lose 1 point. So you just have to run out. Well, here's the first tricky position. I don't want to draw too far back because the 6th ball is in a dangerous spot. So yeah, I have not the perfect angle for the 4 ball, but if I hit low on the cue ball, draw the cue ball into the long rail and towards the 5 ball, I will have a nice position on the 5 ball. In this case, I didn't hit low enough on the cue ball, or I didn't follow far enough through the cue ball. So I had no backspin on the cue ball. The cue ball was just sliding and moving along the tangent line. I already made a video about the tangent line and how to use the tangent line. I will give you the link at the end of this video. So now I just have to play a stun shot from the 6th ball, go into the long rail, add a little bit of left spin and spin out from the rail, and the best way towards the 8 ball, as you see here. So I have a nice angle, and usually I would go these 2 rails like you see or saw in this video, but 2.5 years ago I decided to draw the cue ball. Doesn't make real sense in this case because I had to stretch so much, and as you see where the cue ball landed, I have a tough shot on the 9. So of course the best shot in this case would be just follow with a little bit of right spin from the 8 ball and go 2 rails towards the 9 ball. But I managed to make the 9 ball, and now I'm leading 1-0. Or do you say 1-0 or 1-0? I have no idea, but I think it's 1-0. I guess I have to Google that, but I will do that after commenting on this video. I will not change that, doesn't matter. So yeah, I didn't play against the ghost for a long time. Yeah, it's really been 2.5 years since I made this video. This video was for the AZ Bullets Ghost Challenge. So at that time I played a lot of matches against the ghost because I wanted to have a good video for this challenge. Okay, now we're in the 2nd rack and I'm breaking, as you already learned in the video about how to break and run a rack of 9 ball. It's I think one of the best videos on my channel, so I will also give you the link to that video at the end of the video, but the link is also in the description. You really have to check out this video if you're interested in this ghost race or in 9 ball in general. So yeah, watch how to break and run a rack of 9 ball. I will analyze every shot in that video. Here I'm just talking a little bit why I'm playing against the ghost. So you see this rectangle here, so these are the 4 balls that I have to play, and if the balls are in a rectangle like that, it's really easy to get position. So that's prime position of the balls if you have that rectangle. Of course in 9 and 10 ball you can't choose between the order of the balls, but for example if you're playing straight pool or 8 ball, you can use these rectangle paths to have easy positions for the next ball, like you saw right here. This was a poor shot. I did go way too far with the cue ball, so I don't have a short path right now. I have to go to the short rail, and yeah, now you see the right spin grab, and I'm going perfectly again towards the next ball. Now I have two options. I could go all the way up table, play the 7 in and go from the long rail to the center of the table, but I decided, well, I don't have to do this because yeah, it's dangerous. I could go straight on the 7 ball, or I could get stuck on the rail. So yeah, I'm just playing this short path with the cue ball, and now add a little bit of left spin and go 2 rails for a perfect position on the 8 ball. I decided to play that shot a little softer, don't go the 3 rails, because then it's dangerous that I get straight on this last shot, or that I travel towards the side pocket and drop into the side pocket. So I played it a little softer, killed the cue ball a little bit so that I don't get straight and that I don't go into the side pocket if the cue ball by accident goes exactly this path. Let's talk a little bit about playing against the ghost. The good thing is, when you're playing against the ghost and you play this variation that I play, you're totally training your whole offensive game. So you have to take any shot, any 2-railer or bank shot or kick shot, I don't know, just every time you're playing aggressive, so that trains your creativity in making balls and your offensive game. The disadvantage is you don't play safe at all. You never play safe because you lose the game. So if you want to include that safe game in playing against the ghost, there's another variation. If you don't have a shot or you can't make the ball, you just play safe, and if the save is successful, that means if you snooker the ghost behind another ball and this ghost doesn't see the next ball, then the save was successful and no one gets a point. You just rack the balls from beginning and break again and then try the whole thing again. So if you're playing this variation, you can also play your save game, and the way I play in this case is total offensive. So you have to make every ball, and if you miss or even if you get a save, yeah, you lose the match. So let's see what I'm doing. In this case, I want to get straight on the 2 ball. And what a lot of players would do now is they would make the 2 ball and try to draw the cue ball all the way back up table for the 3 ball. But I don't do that because I already have position for the 3 ball, even if it's a little further away. But position in this case is guaranteed, so there is no need to draw the cue ball up table. Yeah, that's just dangerous. You maybe miss the pot, or you maybe save yourself behind the 5 ball, so don't do that. Yeah, you don't have to do this. Buddy Hall once said that, why should you play position if you already have position? And in this case I had position with just playing a stop shot. In this case, yeah, that's a really dangerous shot. I didn't add enough right spin. I never wanted to get behind the 6 ball. Ideally I would have hit the 6 ball, just bounce a little, take the 6 ball out of the way, a little to the right. But luckily I got to the 5 ball, and this was again a horrible shot. All I can do is now play the 6 ball into the side pocket and just roll the cue ball and play it as soft as possible so that I don't get too far. But yeah, it was a great shot. A poor position requires often a great shot so that you're in line again. And yeah, now I'm in perfect line, and yeah, I will make the 9 ball of course in this case, and I'm leading 3-0. You may notice while playing, if you play a position that isn't perfect, yeah, you play the next ball and position again isn't perfect, and everything's going worse and worse and worse till it means finally end of your run. So if you have a poor positional shot, and yeah, you just have to make one great shot, yeah, one great ball with perfect position, and then you're in line again. So if you're out of position, just try everything to get in line again, because otherwise, as I already said, things get worse and worse and worse, and at some point, yeah, you will just end your run, and in this case it's trouble because you lose 1 point against the ghost. So, rec 4. In this case, I didn't control the cue ball that good. I had a little too much topspin on it and hit a little too much on the left side of the one ball. But it doesn't matter because I have a ball in hand. So let's see, from the 1 I have to go to the 2 ball. The 2 ball is on the side where I'm standing. In this case I just want to make sure that I'm not straight on the rail, because if I'm straight on the 2 ball, yeah, then I can't do much on the 3 ball, just have to roll it in again. So it's really important that you aren't straight in this case. Yeah, the shot wasn't ideal for the 3 ball. I would have been a little more up table, would be perfect. But yeah, it can just roll the ball in, it's still okay. And here you see from the 3 to the 4 ball to the 5 and the 6, I have that square again. Yeah, where I don't have much to do with the cue ball. In this case, just had to roll the 3 ball in. Now I just had to play a stop shot. Now I again have also play a stop shot. Yeah, just use the tangent line, move along the tangent line, and as you see, I'm just going past that 6 ball by using the tangent line, and now all I have to do is just draw a little bit back. Well, I used the left side of the pocket. If I would have played it to the right side or into the heart of the pocket, I would have been a little closer to the 9, but doesn't matter. 9 ball is still a makeable shot, and I'm leading 4-0. At that point, I already began to think, okay, what if I can win 7-0 against the Ghost? That would be ridiculous for me and my playing level at that time, because yeah, I was a good player, but yeah, now 2.5 years are gone and I'm way better, I'm way more consistent, and at that time a 7-0 against the Ghost would have been just yeah, ridiculously good for me. Don't get me wrong, nowadays if I play a 7-0 against the Ghost, it's also makes me really happy, because it's, yeah, just a perfect game. And yeah, at that point I'm thinking, okay, I want to win 7-0. And all I'm thinking now is, please don't scratch on the break. Yeah, don't lose a game like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm thinking about the break. Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, please don't hit the 1 here, or please make a good break. And it's a very dangerous thing, yeah, if you think about things like that. Because usually if you're in flow or if you're in a perfect rhythm, you don't think about what you have to do, and you don't say, okay, please make it right. And if you start to think, you're using your conscious mind. But if you're playing pool, you want to use your unconscious mind. Yeah, you want to just let your body do the work, because your body does exactly know what to do. Or let's say your conscious mind knows what you want to do and your body knows how to do it. So don't tell your unconscious mind, okay, you have to hit it right, yeah, you have to hit it like that. No, make your plan, and then your unconscious mind, your body just does the work. There is already a series out there about mental game and the right mindset for pool. The series is already finished in German. I'm still working on the English version. Currently there are, I guess, 3 lessons out there. You can check that as well. I will put the link into the video description. Well, now I'm at the 7 ball and I could just roll the 7 ball in this case. Take the little longer shot because I already have position, like I mentioned, I guess 2 recs before. But in this case I decided, okay, I want to let my stroke out. Yeah, I want to get a little closer to the 8 ball. Yeah, of course you can do that. The best way or the most intelligent way would have been just roll the 7 ball in and take the little longer 8 ball. Because yeah, if you're going that way, or if you don't have to go such a long way, most of the time it's just easier to get position. But don't get me wrong, there are positions where the longer way is also the safer way, because if you're going the longer way, you make sure that you're on the right side of a ball, for example. So that means that you have the right angle, or that you're going towards a ball. Yeah, there are some some situations where it's of course more intelligent or the better way to get the long way. I guess I will make a video for that topic. So it's now 5-0. I didn't scratch on the break, that's good. And I'm getting closer and closer to that desired 7-0. Let's be honest, in this game or in this match against the Ghost, I didn't have that tough layouts of the balls. I never had any clusters. I made 1 or 2 or even 3 balls at the break. So all the time I had a nice layout. So yeah, it's not easy. Pool is never easy, but let's be honest, it could have been tougher. Now from the 3 to the 4 ball, it's kind of a key shot, because if you have the right position on the 4 ball, you can just follow the cue ball into the long rail and go towards the 5 ball, and 5 to 7 is easy as well. So that's a key shot right now. And I have to stretch a little bit. I have to maneuver a cue ball through the 9 and the 5 ball, so it's not that easy. If I had trained at that time to play with my weak arm, I maybe would have chosen my weak arm in this case, but at that time I didn't know how important it is to really train your weak arm. I made a lesson or a pool tip for you where I tell you why you should train your weak arm. You can watch that in the video description. Now I'm straight on the 4 ball, and that's not really good. So I could just play a stop shot and play the 5 ball into the side, but that would have been a really tough shot. So what I'm doing now is I try to draw back and get the same angle that I would have gotten if I had a stop shot. But in this case, yeah, I still have position if I'm playing a stop shot, but the 5 is such a tough cut, so that I want to be closer. And when I'm watching this video, I'm thinking, okay, why didn't you draw a little further out from the rail? Because now the only position I could have gotten for the 7 ball is a bank shot. And yeah, bank shot, that is easy, but a bank shot, you should never take a bank shot for granted, because direct shots into the pocket are always easier than a bank shot, even an easy bank shot like that. And look what happened. I just missed it by a hair. Yeah, you see the 7 ball hit the point. I would have gotten perfect position for the 9 ball, and I lose my first game against the Ghost, and it's now 5-1, and I'm really disappointed at that point. But I'm thinking, okay, who cares? I made 1 mistake. I played perfect pool so far. Okay, let's be honest, it wasn't perfect pool. Yeah, there were a lot of positional positions that weren't that good. Yeah, not every plan worked out, but I didn't make a mistake. I didn't lose 1 match, so who cares? Then I'm just trying to win 7-1. And a very interesting thing is, if you're playing pool, every time you pick a target, yeah, that you want to reach. And maybe you're playing a match in a tournament, and you're playing against an opponent that is much stronger than you, and you're 6-0 down and it goes to 7, yeah. Then you forget the target that you want to win the match, because the target is so far away. Yeah, you're 6-0 down, it's going to 7, and you want to win the match, and that's really a huge target. So what you do then is you pick small targets that lead to your whole target. That means, okay, I'm concentrating right now just on this one game in this whole set, or I'm concentrating on every ball. I'm concentrating on my pre-shot routine. I'm just trying to have a nice solid pre-shot routine. Yeah, do everything the same. So if a target is far away and really hard to reach, you just try to make small targets that will help you to forget how hard the big target is to reach. And these small targets lead step by step to that big target. So that's just a tip if you're playing a tournament and you're far behind. Let's go back to the table. 4 balls left, and you see again I have the wrong angle. I have to go that long way, And this was really dangerous because you saw the corner pocket came really close. But I have a nice position. Some of you maybe would have tried to draw it all the way back to the short rail. Please don't do that. Just walk around the table and then you maybe will see, okay, I don't need to be on the bottom rail. Yeah, it's totally fine if I'm maybe even at the center of the table in this case. Yeah, what do I have to say? From the 7 to the 8 wasn't ideal again. Yeah, it was dangerous. Side pocket again came into the equation, but I managed to do it and I'm leading 6-1 and just one rag left, and then I will win 7-1, hopefully. If you're still watching this video, I'm very glad. Just a little reminder, help me support my channel. I'm trying my best to give you good videos, to give you good lessons, and just trying to help you improve your game. So if you like my videos, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like my videos, or even comment, or if you want to do me a big favor, just share it on Facebook or whatever, because yeah, that will really help me or even us to just grow this channel. So now we're in the hopefully last rag of this match against the Ghost. As you see, again, no clusters on the table, I didn't scratch. I think it's pretty makeable at that time. And the good thing is I just stopped to think about it because I'm just playing again and I'm using my unconscious mind again. From the 1 ball I had to stun over for, I guess it's the 2 ball in the side and just roll it in, and I have a straight shot on the 4 ball. In this case I want to get almost straight, so our stop shot is okay for the 5 ball. And now I don't want to play a stop shot and I just want to follow a little bit, but it's just a long distance, so I don't want to roll the cue ball in because rolling the cue ball in is dangerous. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a little above center, I'm playing it hard. That means that I'm don't stopping the cue ball, I'm hitting the cue ball and the cue ball has just a little bit of topspin on it, so it just follows a little bit and it's much safer than just rolling the cue ball in, because you can hit the cue ball with authority. Yeah, just pound it in and the cue ball will just follow a little bit. That's a very important shot to manage. And yeah, the last shot on the rail, yeah, usually I would have missed that shot, but in this case, yeah, I made it and I won 7-1. That's my personal record even today, because I never played against the Ghost again. I don't know why. It's a nice training game, as you saw. And yeah, maybe if you like the video and if you say, okay, I want to see more of you playing against the Ghost, then just comment, tell me, and I will maybe make another video where I'm playing against the Ghost. If you like that video, yeah, if you say, okay, it's a nice video. If you say, oh, you talked way too much, yeah, it's way too boring to watch you playing this game, then it's also okay. Just let me know what you prefer. And yeah, what should I say? Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and we will see us at the next lesson. Take care.